Mississippi. The Egg Bowl, a game that has a tendency to rip families apart during a time of year when most families come together to express Thanksgiving. But some are thankful for the sound of cowbells or screams of hotty toddy, which will make their presence known in this one. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see, the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Rebels will boot it away to start the game. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense. Have the first possession of the game. They just about knocked the clangers out of those cowbells the last time they met as Mississippi State blew out Ole Miss.
And they beat the hail out of Ole Miss last year, and they haven't forgot about it. Mississippi State doesn't get as much respect when it comes to the Egg Bowl, but what they did to them last year, they earned some respect.
They embarrassed their in-state.
He's going to take a shot right away. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite tracks.
He lobs one high down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 and the 11.
I love when you back the defense off of it. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, just nowhere to go there. It started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
Back to pass. It's Newton. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Mississippi State. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams, but it's right about the touchdown Bulldog. Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Rebels offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads, showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Fakes to grab. He steps out of bounds, a couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18 after that pickup.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. The throw to the outside is complete. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, and made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. He wants to go deep. Got it inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play.
Touchdown, Mississippi State. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Man, I love that play by this quarter. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Hauls it in, looking for space. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Oh, they're after him. Can't can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Following Ole Miss' 1926 victory in Starkville, a melee between the fans ensued. Imagine that in this rivalry. So the two sides got together and said, what we need is a trophy to calm the passions of each side, and they settled on the golden egg. Thus, the Egg Bowl was born.
Yeah, what calms everybody down more than a golden egg? I mean, just the perfect recipe. We have all been in the booth calling these games. Jesse, we know the adrenaline, the emotion that goes into this football game.
Yeah, they do not like each other, there's no question. And the funny thing is, that's actually a golden football. Back in the 1920s, I guess the football looked a little bit more like an egg. It was a bit fatter, looked more like a rugby ball, so everybody calls it.
He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Punt is on its way. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Running to the left. Got a little space. Got the first down and more. Flying down the left side. The 20. He's at the slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Looking to throw, it's Newton. Pocket breaking down.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You can see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Back to pass on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants.
Lofts one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Wants to throw on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Several defenders there to get him on the ground. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll try to power their way ahead. Inside the 40. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Mississippi State right back to the line.
These last two plays really are a microcosm of why this guy is so dangerous as a dual-threat quarterback. He showed you the arm talent. He showed you the accuracy on the previous completion. And then on this play, it's not open, so he takes off and runs and gets it. There's so many different ways this guy can affect you as a defense because of his athleticism, man. He is a special talent.
To the air. It's Newton. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Mississippi State. It's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you get hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Right on the money. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for you.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football. The impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and then better job forcing a turnover.
Unloads to the right. He's got it. He's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line. A mere yard away from Pater.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Getting set for the point after. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just a short pass to the tight end. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Gibbs. And they finally get him down, but not before he's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Bradley. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Wants to go up top on first down. They get to him as he throws. It's caught. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop?
Breaks into the open. Across the 40, outbounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Got his man on the right. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. The Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Newton. Quickly complete. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Gonna look downfield again. Falls it in. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Coffee. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they're not on the same page there.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
Quarterback making adjustments. From the gun, looking for a man. Trying to find the end zone. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll run play action. Looking to scramble. Unleashes to the end zone. And that one's way too far for everybody.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Trying to get themselves back in the football game.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Looking downfield, it's Newton. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
And so much to break down from a spirited start to this Egg Bowl between Ole Miss and Mississippi State. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Mississippi State and Ole Miss plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Mississippi State has it teed up, ready to go here in the second half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Not nearly as much running room as he'd hoped. He's out of bounds at the 13. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Wants to fire on second down. They're setting up the screen. Turning it on! He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
You don't even see quarterbacks under center very often, but when you do, and it's short yardage, you kind of know what's coming, but it didn't matter. Quarterback does a great job. Find some space, keep those feet moving, just fall forward and get that yardage, and he gets the big first down.
He'll do it himself. Got the first down and more. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. And the Rebels are flying down the field. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The play action fake. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Back to throw, it's Newton. It's complete on the right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Mississippi State going up tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And the Bulldogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Quick strike complete. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He'll take the deep shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, the offense is getting aggressive, and they're trying to take a shot on that play. Just an awesome job in coverage in the back end defensively.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Oh, trickeration, he wants to throw. And he makes the catch. Now can he get to the sticks? He stopped way short of the 1st down. They tried the fake, and no one was fooled. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Flips it out to the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. After the missed field goal, still down by 21 points. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Scanning the field, it's Newton. Makes the catch.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here's a heat. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better check.
Touchdown, Mississippi State. Put it in the window for the score. They've got a fever, and what they want is more cowbell, and they are getting it as the Bulldogs stretch the lead.
Hail State, explosive plays all over the field, David. They are running away with this thing.
And I guarantee you all the Ole Miss fans are saying, get those cowbells out of my face, because they are excited and they've got something to cheer about.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing. Yeah.
frustrating.
And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
They're working that left side. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
On fourth down, looking to pass. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Maddox. And the defense, got him at the 27.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
The Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got the back over the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Finds the tight end. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game.
Oh, he's got some space. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quickly out to the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
The Rebels will have it 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Looking to throw, it's Newton. Oh, does he turn that loose down the middle. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the 4th quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from...
Touchdown, Mississippi State! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
49, Ole Miss, 21.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Quarterback on the keeper. Running into the open space. Pass to 10. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And they did tack on the extra point. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best plays.
Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking downfield, it's Newton. Grab near the marker. It's Coffee. There he goes. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Man, it's go time for this defense now. I mean, you're down by a couple scores, and they're still making big plays. You've got to find a way to get a stop, create a turnover, switch the momentum to your side quickly.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Coffee. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He wants to throw it again. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
To throw, it's Maddox. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Calls it in. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And the Rebels with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Lost the defense is wide open. Racing to the right. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. Timeout call by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Fires to the tight end. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
To the air on 2nd down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So the best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Looking to pass. It's Maddox. Trying to get rid of it. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, Rebels! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Wants to go up top. Trying to get the 2. Here comes the heat, and down goes the quarterback, and they won't be able to get any closer with a 2-point try. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start, offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He's looking to pass. Under fire. Stands in and takes the hit. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the route is on. They've built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30.